The world was in peril from the scourge of dangerous mind-altering drugs. But a visionary, a man decades ahead of his time, the greatest friend mankind ever had, devised the solution. Eureka, he found it. The man who developed the mental technology that made men free also showed us how to free men from the bondage of dangerous, mind-altering drugs. L. Ron Hubbard brought us Narconon. But he can't devise a technology that makes my hair look good. Alright, I'd like to narc out Narconon. Narconon greatly concerns me because I have a great deal of compassion for those struggling with an addiction to life-altering drugs. So few things are serious business. Struggling with addiction actually is serious business. Now, I have many misgivings about putting L. Ron Hubbard in charge of minds that aren't struggling with addiction. You bet your ass I have extreme misgivings about putting L. Ron Hubbard in the driver's seat of people's minds who, have a greatly reduced mental capacity due to the fact that their minds have pretty much been ruined by mind-altering drugs. Now, I don't like drugs. I've never done any street drugs. A lot of people are surprised to find that out. I've never done any street drugs. I've tried a few antidepressants when prescribed them by doctors, but, I'll take the side effects like weight gain, erectile dysfunction, cottonmouth, and, other less than pleasant side effects over, the inevitable insanity that will result from too much auditing. But if you look at Narconon's website, they don't try to hide their connection to my favorite hack pulp science fiction writer, L. Ron Hubbard. L. Ron Hubbard is referred to as an author and a humanitarian. Well, I guess that's 1 out of 2. That's still a passing grade. But if Hubbard can be a humanitarian, can I be Batman? Now, there is something conspicuously absent from Narconon's website. I couldn't find it anywhere, and maybe someone else can find it. I could not find very much detailed information about exactly what Narconon is. What will an addict in a Narconon center go through while going through the Narconon treatment program? Now, oddly enough, most of the detailed information that I could find about Narconon came from people who are critical of Narconon, which blows my mind. Okay? I'm serious. Can someone find me some information from Narconon that goes into detail about what the hell they have in store for people that they plan to rehabilitate? If you are going to boast a success rate of 75%, I want some goddamn transparency. I want some independent verification. I want enough statistics to make my brain melt. I want something a little more substantive than a bunch of people saying Narconon works. Is Narconon like Scientology? We're always told that you can't judge Scientology until you actually tried applying the technology. Do I have to become a heroin addict, hit rock bottom so badly that I'm whoring myself out in the street, I have more track marks than Courtney Love, and I'm found face down choking in my own vomit? Is that the only way I'm going to know for sure about Narconon? All hyperbole aside, ladies and gentlemen, body thetans, suppressive persons, and Scientology public, I've had it up to my eyeballs with extraordinary claims. I do not care if it's Narconon doing it. I do not care if it is the Trinity Broadcasting Network claiming that they found Noah's Ark. I want to see some goddamn evidence. If Narconon could substantiate their claims, to my satisfaction, I'd be pro-Narconon. But with no evidence and their connection to L. Ron Hubbard, I must remain a skeptic. Even Mother Nature thinks LRH sucked. If you ask a duck what LRH really was, it'll give you the right answer, even though it doesn't understand a word of English. The fact of the matter is, I'm planning to do more research on Narconon and its claims, and, I plan to make videos on that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. However, in the meantime, if you know anyone at all that is looking at treatment options for themselves or someone they know for substance abuse problems, please warn them about Narconon. And frankly, I don't think it would be a bad idea to send them in the direction of critical information about Narconon. In my opinion, the claims made by Narconon of high success rates are extremely dubious and need to be met with a healthy dose of skepticism, as so many things in this life. I'm just speaking for myself here, but I think it's better to go to the route of more traditional treatment with solid science and medical recommendations behind it before going anywhere near anything devised by L. Ron Hubbard. Folks, I really got to ask this. 75% success rate claimed on Narconon International's website. Okay, if that number was accurate, I think every drug counselor in the Western world would be recommending Narconon. Every medical professional all over the globe would be recommending Narconon. Who is recommending Narconon? Well, a bunch of people who seem to be connected to the Church of Scientology in some way are the ones recommending Narconon. Okay, if Narconon has such an incredible success rate, 75%, why does it not have more mainstream support? Supporters of Narconon, I want to know. Why does something that claims a 75% success rate, 75%, that's incredible, have such little mainstream support? I really want to know. I'm sincerely asking. I know that there are those of you out there who have experience with Narconon. I know that there are those of you watching who are pro-Narconon. I want you to tell me why I should be pro-Narconon. Why I should be a friend of Narconon. Seriously. Give me the evidence. I want evidence. Alright, well, until next time. Peace, victory, and as always, drive safe. Crazy Delaney out.